close to here.
Yes.
Are you concerned at all for the hurricane that's coming and that it might impact your neighbor's home as well?
No, these homes withstood Ian,
Okay.
but a tornado just it destroyed the house.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think the winds from the hurricane will
Yeah.
be as bad.
Who have just gone through the same thing said it felt like a boom or a train at some point too. What did it feel like you guys were going through that?
It all happened pretty quickly. It's hard to describe, but yeah, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
You know, obviously Matt is pretty speechless at this point as the whole neighborhood kind of looks like this. It's destroyed. There's debris everywhere. Homes are bricked apart. Windows are broken. Everything is just kind of laying out on the streets. And it was not like this a few hours ago. And obviously they're still trying to recruit, still trying to, get their bearings together. And we're going to be walking around. We have been walking around pretty much all this morning and this afternoon, but we'll make sure to keep you guys updated more with the latest. Live here in North Fort Myers, Zoe Warner, Wink News.
Hey, Zoe, before you go, can we ask him real quick about his mother? Where is she? And I think he said that she was all right, but where is she at right now?
Yeah, Matt. They want to talk to you a little bit about your mom. Where is she at right now, and how is she doing?
She's safe. She got dry, and I think she got a hot shower. She's over at the neighbor's house right now.
Yeah, good. And his mom was actually the one that came up to us. We were kind of driving around in the neighborhood, just trying to figure out what was going on and assess the damage. And his mom came up and said, "My son saved my life." And so, Matt, obviously, how does that feel when your mom says that, being able to save her in such a disastrous moment like this?
She was top priority. As soon as the roof ripped off, it's just something you got to do.
Yeah. Save your family, for sure. Well, thank you so much, man.
No doubt.
I know I can't even begin to comprehend what you guys are going through, but we wish you the most safety with the hurricane coming up as well. And we'll make sure to keep you guys updated back at the station with anything that comes up. So live here in North Fort Myers. Back to you guys.
Zoe, thanks. They're so unfortunate in a way, but also so very fortunate that they're okay.
Yeah, that they escaped with their lives, but I just feel for him. I mean, we are talking to Matt at the worst moment in his life when he is standing in front of his home and he's watching everything he owns in this world just destroyed around
20
him.
seconds later, it was gone, it was over, and the house didn't look like that.
Yeah, and I just talked to a woman, too, who's near Page Field, said the same thing. As soon as Matt and Zach were talking about it in Jamaica Bay, they had a 4-minute warning. It had reached them where they are by Page Field near the villas. And so that's what we're hearing over and over with the tornadic activity from earlier this afternoon.
There were, what, 9 tornado warnings?
Yes, all at one time.
And that kind of as that one band came through, and it was very, very difficult for so many people.
Yeah, so it sounds like Matt and his mom are going to ride out the rest of what Milton has for us at a neighbor's, not going to a shelter, but still staying in that neighborhood. And we hope that the neighborhood, fares well. But I think the email that came in said 20 RV homes overturned, power lines snapped all around there. So we hope that everybody stays safe.
Considerable damage there.
Yeah.
All right, let's shift down now to Collier County.
Yeah, Wink News reporter Olivia Jean has the latest now from Naples Beach.
I'm on Naples Beach where the conditions right now, it's really just the wind. There is no rain, but I do want to show you some of the water, right? Look at those waves and you'll notice that there's no more Naples Beach. The water has come all the way up. I mean, even to my feet, all the way onto the parking lot. And then I want to take you this way, actually, and I want to show you something. You see the pooling at the end of the road? That's Gulf Shore Boulevard South. This is an area that tends to flood with storm surge and even just those typical rainstorms. So we're going to make sure we keep a good eye on that. But we're going to keep you updated all throughout the day today. As you can see, it just started raining. I will keep bringing you guys the updates. In Collier County at Naples Beach, Olivia Jean, Wink News.
All right, Olivia, thanks. So you see some of the water coming up there. The Gulf just looks kind of ferocious out there right now.
Yeah, it does. It looks angry, certainly.
I want to get to Wink News anchor Liz Byro. She joins us now live in downtown Fort Myers, right off the Edison Bridge. How are things looking there? Clearly, there's a lot of wind.
I believe my call just dropped with you all, so I'm going to check really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, if I'm on with y'all right now, we are right in front of the Edison Bridge. Is this one right here? This is what I wanted to show you in downtown Fort Myers. Look at this fence, completely knocked down. Now, this is what was holding it up. These sandbags right here. We have rocks right here. It is gusty here in downtown Fort Myers. When I came off the Edison Bridge again, that's where I'm at. We're outside of Edison Grand right now. I mean, this caught my eye immediately. This entire fence just pulled down. You can see the water level is rising here outside of the marina. We're actually going to go check on City Tavern right now and other areas in downtown that have put up precautions. They've put up storm barriers, water barriers in downtown Fort Myers. I'm going to toss it all back to you all right now.
Liz, thanks. Yeah, the temporary fence there knocked over, and
you can hear the wind. You can barely
really
hear
coming.
Liz, trying to talk over it right now.
Tell if she was on the air or not, but good job there, and keep us informed on downtown Fort Myers. All right, I also want to show you some roads that you need to avoid because there's some problems out there. Some of them getting high water and so forth. Inlet Drive, Stipe Street East from Moody to Seaworthy Road. At Moody and Road, Belmar Boulevard, at Jade Court, North Tamiami at East North Shore. This is from the Lee County Sheriff's Office giving us this information, saying that these are some of the roads you're going to want to avoid because there's some high water out there.
Of course, you should be avoiding all the roads right now. So many places in our viewing area, put in those curfews that started at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So people should be staying inside right now and riding it out. Let the emergency vehicles and all of the storm response teams use the roads right now and keep the rest of us off of them. A view of the damage near the Bell Tower from earlier today. This is the Villas neighborhood, South Fort Myers. The South Trail Fire put these out. This was right around 3:20, but oh my goodness, you can see an RV toppled over onto some of those vehicles there. I was telling you that I was talking to the woman who is near Page Field. She was saying a garage door was blown off and that her neighbor's front door was ripped off of its hinges. And we have some security footage from her home that we hope to turn around and show you of when those winds went through earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, and again, some of that could be straight line winds. Some of it could be a tornadic event that had taken place. Of course, the Weather Service will ultimately determine all of that in the days to come. Meantime, I want to go to some video that was taken at Jefferson and La Palma Street in Fort Myers. This came into the newsroom right around 3:30 this afternoon. People say it sounded like the freight train in the neighborhood. Tree limbs down, fences down, debris everywhere. Again, don't know if that was an actual tornado or just really heavy straight line winds. That will all be looked at by the National Weather Service. Then they'll give us the final determination on that.
All right, for our next piece of video, let's go farther south, Marco Island, and take a look at the waves crashing up on the rocks here. This was taken by Wink News viewer Kevin Olsack. Came into the newsroom right around 3 o'clock today, but we talked about how angry and ferocious the water looked off of Naples, and you can see it crashing up in Marco Island as well.
I want to take a look at this. This is Matt Lachey by Matt Lachey Park. This was around 3:20, and you can see in this video what appears to be the funnel cloud, possible tornado there touching the ground. There were so many tornado warnings earlier today, and you can see some of the damage that is out there already that this storm has brought.
Yeah, when you talk about earlier this afternoon, in virtually every live shot that we went to with our reporters, you could hear the warnings. All of our phones were going off while we were on the air at the same time. So, it really was quite a couple of hours there as far as the tornadic activity is concerned.
And that's some of the stuff that you're going to want to be careful of tomorrow. Those tree limbs that are out there.
The down power lines, certainly.
And some places, the road may get washed away as well. And some little potholes may become really big potholes. So be very, very careful, not only after the storm hits, but for the next several days.
That's true. And if you find yourself taking a different route than you normally would, and you don't know the area very well, it's hard to tell the difference between a flooded road and right where the drop-off is into a creek or some of these other canals or culverts when you don't know the area.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more. You're watching Wink News, the Weather Authority.
I'm Dr. Gracie Christie, a physician, a Floridian, and a mother. Today, I can't even prescribe Tylenol to a teenager without first talking to her parents.
We can broadcast from. So if you're just tuning in, you may notice the backdrop looks a little different. We have an office here in Gateway that we're now broadcasting from as well. Matt is still in downtown Fort Myers. We're going to be able to do that. So just in case one of them goes down, we'll have another option where we can continue to give you the very latest information. We're going to be with you every step of the way.
Right now, we want to go back out live to Wink News anchor Liz Byro, who's still in downtown Fort Myers, but she's in another location. Liz, tell us about where you are now and what you're seeing.
Yeah, Amanda, another location more protected from that wind between these buildings. But right now, I'm in front of where the new location of Bruno's of Brooklyn will be. And I want to show you some of the precautions that are in place in downtown Fort Myers. This one, a special one. This is called the, let me reread this name right here, actually. This is the Tiger Drain Dam System. This is a replacement or in lieu of sandbags. You do see some behind here, but this thing's actually full of water. It's designed to protect these buildings, this infrastructure from any kind of water or wave action. You can see these are actually bolted into the ground. This is a very unique system that we see in downtown Fort Myers. We also see other areas where we're looking at the typical precautions for storms. Sorry there, stay safe. Sandbags in front of Ford's garage with all kinds of plastic tape to protect the windows. We're going to keep on moving around here. There's sandbags in front of Starbucks if you want to zoom in over there. The streets are cleared except for this gentleman over on a scooter. Hope he stays safe. We are looking at all these pottery. I mean, these are taped, saran wrapped to the trees. This is how we're keeping downtown Fort Myers safe. I just wanted to show you those systems because it is unique looking at a drainage system like that. But here in downtown Fort Myers, we're not feeling any rain right now. We had some gusts over by the Caloosahatchee. I'm going to send it on back to you all.
We obviously know what happened after Ian and how much downtown flooded. And Bruno's of Brooklyn, that's their new location. And I just looked, their grand opening for that is set for Tuesday, October 22nd. So just a couple weeks away. They really would like to not have any damage there or flooding that they would have to clean up as they continue to get that location ready.
I know they've worked so hard on that newer, much larger location. And so we wish the best for them. Interesting, though, I have seen that